Hello, this is AJ and this is the best 5. If you are new here, please consider to subscribe. Isis, the god of fertility. Isis was the ancient Egyptian goddess of marriage, fertility, motherhood, magic and medicine. Many myths and legends exist about Isis in Egypt. Egyptian literature uses several names and titles for this goddess. Worship of Isis, her temple and her cult spread through Egypt and part of Europe too. Isis is also known under many different titles such as the Divine One, the Queen of all gods, Queen of Heaven, and the Maker of Sunrise, Mother of God. For example, her position as the wife of Osiris and the mother of Horus. Isis' role as a fertility goddess was also important and caused many women to worship her. Her position as goddess of magic, people would look to her and her cult for a spell to solve problems. It is told that she managed to trick Ra into revealing his secret name to her. In doing so, Isis obtained many magical powers. Isis had a cult that spread throughout Egypt and part of Europe. People worship Isis as the ideal fertile mother. Women worshipped in her cult and at the time were her primary worshipper. Another way Egyptians honored Isis was through the images and statues placed in her temples. She is a part of deities along with the Osiris and Horus. Isis is often shown nursing Horus and the pharaoh. Some aspect of her as a mother might have influenced early Christian idea about the Virgin Mary. People believed her priest could cure illness and they celebrated festival for her and her 4 siblings. This took place on 5 successive days at the end of the year. Temples. 2 of the primary temples dedicated to Isis in Egypt were Beit el-Haggah and Philae. Beit el-Haggah's constitution began during the late period and it was used through the Ptolemaic period. The builders of this temple were the kings of the 13th dynasty, who worshipped Isis with devotion. Haggah served as a match to Isis' temple of Philae in Upper Egypt. Construction of the temple on the island of Philae began during the sea, but it was not prominent temple until Geo-Roman period. Scholars moved Isis' temple on Philae during in 1960s to save it from flooding after building of the Aswan Dam. The temple is intact because people did not remove its stone to construct other buildings. Family tree of Isis further gave god of earth, mother Nut, god of sky, a goddess, brother, husband Osiris, god of death and resurrection, another brother Set, god of evil and darkness, sister Nephthys, goddess of darkness, decay and death, brother and son. In some myths, obviously his son, Horus, sky god, god of kingship. Nephew, son, Anubis. Anubis is the son of Nephthys by either Osiris or Set. His mother abandoned him as a baby, but Isis found him and raised him as her son. Nephew, another son, Mesti, guarded the liver of the dead in Canopia jar, guardian of the south. Another nephew's son, Happy, guarded the lungs of the dead in Canopia jar, guardian of the north. Another nephew's son, Quesenaph, guarded the intestine of the dead in Canopia jar, guardian of the west. Another nephew's son, Tamutef, guarded the stomach of the dead in Canopia jar, guardian of the east. Symbol of Isis, Sept, a star that marked the beginning of a new year and the start of the Nile's flooding. Thet, the bucket of knot of Isis. That Thet might represent uterus and a vagina. It was usually made of red substance and represent blood and life. sacred animal, cow, scorpion, and snake. Sacred birds, dove, hawk, swallow. Important fact about Isis. Isis was the wife of Osiris and mother of Horus. Isis tricked Ra and took his position for Horus. Her cult spread throughout the Roman and Greek Empire. Isis tried hard to find Osiris and restore him to life regardless of obstacle. Okay guys, if you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel, and if you like this segment, please give me a thumbs up. For more information, go to tbestfive.com. Take care till then, bye bye.